Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel for another Gunpla review. And today, we will be looking at the Master Grade Gundam Barbatos, the so-called White Devil of Tekada, as seen in the anime series Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. So the Gundam Barbatos was the last Master Grade model kit that Bandai had released in 2019, and many Gunpla hobbyists, including me, were surprised and got hyped for this kit. Also, this particular Gundam model has been released twice in 1:100 scale. The first is the no grade 1:100 version, and the second one is the high resolution model version. So how does the Master Grade version of Gundam Barbatos compare to its previous 1:100 predecessors? Well, for me, and I guess most of you out there would agree that the Master Grade version completely surpasses both the no grade and high resolution model in every aspect. And here we have a quick comparison between the Master Grade and no grade version. Unfortunately, I do not have any copy of the high resolution model since it is too pricey for me. But here is a picture of it that I got from the internet. So I told you guys earlier that the high resolution model is too pricey for me. But the main reason that I did not get a copy is that the looks of the high resolution model are just so exaggerated for me. I know it has that shiny finish and it has some die-cast metal parts, but to me the looks, the proportions don't just really sit well in me. Now going back to these two. As you can see here, the Master Grade version just got everything right. From the proportions, details, color, and part separation. I know that I may sound like that I hate the no grade version here, but trust me, everything that the no grade version is lacking, the Master Grade version has those fixed. So now let's talk the kit's articulation. So starting from the head, so its head can go all the way up like that, and it can go down but not that much. The head can also turn sideways as you see here. 360-degree turn is also possible, so it has that wide range of motion. And also due to the design of the neck joint of this kit, you can have this what you call some chicken neck action. So there. Going on to the arms, so as you can see here, its shoulder guard can move independently from its arms. And I would also like to point out here, so as you can see here, this emblem is a separate clear pink part. So unlike here in the no grade version, so as you can see here, in the no grade version, you have to apply some correcting stickers to match the anime accuracy, or apply red markers or pink markers like that. So removing that. So going back here, so as I have mentioned earlier, the shoulder guard is independent from the arms, so you can flip it up. So let me just fix this first. So there, so you can flip it up like that. And also, since this Master Grade has a better inner frame, so as you can see here, the shoulder has this what you call a butterfly joint. So as you can see here, it can move forward its whole arm. And as you do that, you can see that some details of the inner frame, such as that silver pistons, are being shown. So that's quite nice. And you can rotate the arms full 360. So there. And the arm has this swivel action. The elbows are double jointed. And also, as you do that, you can see some of the features of the inner frame going out, such as this silver piston as well. Now, going to the wrist. So, the wrist of the Master Grade Barbatos has a wide range of movement. So, you can flip it down like this. And you can also flip it on this direction like that. And rotation is also possible for its wrist. So moving on to the kit's torso. So you can move it sideways by this much. And as you can see here, as you move the kit, the silver pistons also move in accordance to the direction that you're moving it. So it can go that way and this way also. And it can also somewhat rotate by this much before being impeded by this armor here at the back skirt section. So here is the range of its rotation. And also this kit can have that somewhat of an ab crunch there and an arching back. So there. And since this is a master grade, so as we all know, master grade kits feature a pilot gimmick. So as you can see here, so let me just repeat that. So this piece of the torso can move forward like this. So there. And you can also flip this section down. So there. So as you do that, you can see. So let me just put a light here. So there. So as you can see, the pilot of this figure can be seen inside. So there. Now let's talk the kit's backpack. So the thruster here, or booster, the middle can be flipped out like that. And these two sections here are for the storage of its weapons, which I will show later. But this part also has this gimmick, so it can be collapsed like that, and it can also be extended here like that, and the arms inside can move and can rotate, or yeah, can be rotated like that. So this part of the backpack also can be rotated here. So let me just return that. Okay. And lastly, these black parts of the backpack can be extended like this. So, but this feature is more onto the storage of its weapons, which I will talk about later. Now, on the waist, so the front skirt armors can be flipped out like that. So, can go all the way out. The side skirts can also be raised like that, and it can also be rotated like this. So yeah, there. And the back skirt armors. So the back skirt armors can also be moved like that. So another thing that I want to mention here, so as you see here, those gold pieces at the Gundam's thighs. In the Master Grade, so in the Master Grade, these parts are separate gold pieces, but in the no grade version, you have to apply color correcting stickers so that you can match the anime accuracy. Now moving on to the kit's legs. So since both the front skirt armor and the back skirt armor can be raised all the way up, you can perform a wide range of forward kick like that, and it can also kick all the way to the back here. And another neat feature of the legs is that you can adjust its height. So all you have to do is pull it down like that, and as you do that, it can give you a slight additional range when kicking forward and backward. So another thing here, since the side skirts can be raised all the way up, you can perform a perfect split. So there. Another thing here is the thigh. So you can have this thigh swivel going on like that, and the knee also is double jointed. So let me just show you. So here, so there. So as you have seen also, as you fold the knee, this section of the legs is also moving, and some features or details of the inner frame can also be seen when folding the knees. So there. And the thrusters at the side of the legs can be adjusted, so it can move up, can also move down like that. So here's the armor piece that I am talking about earlier when I'm folding the knees. So you can raise it up like that and can be pulled down. So there. Going on to the ankle guard. So the ankle guard can move up like that, and it can go down like that. And the feet, so the feet can be folded down by this much. It can also be pulled up like that. And lastly, so this kit has an ankle pivot. So there. Articulation points are really great. The improved inner frame introduced in this kit makes the playability of it really enjoyable. It is really a huge step up from its no grade predecessor. Now let's talk the kit's accessories and some leftover parts. Starting with its set of manipulators. First, we have an open spread hand, a tight fist type of hand, and a weapon grabbing hand. And here we have a mini pilot figure, an action base connector in case you want the Gundam Barbatos airborne, and lastly, these two pieces here are just adapters in case you want to store the weapons on its backpack. Now let's talk the kit's weapons, and first is the sword. Deploying the sword is relatively simple, So just grab the weapon grabbing hand of the Gundam, slide the handle underneath it, and just reattach the fingers on the Gundam's hands. So as you can see here, with the help of its inner frame, you can have this kit do some ridiculous slashing poses. The next weapon is the Gundam Barbatos iconic mace. So just like in the anime, the tip here or the pile bunker can be pulled out like that, and it can be retracted inside. And there's a new gimmick added in here, which is not seen actually in the anime, but it's a nice add-on. So as you can see here, this side can be removed, and this one as well. And actually this looks like 2 additional knives for the Gundam Barbatos. And here is how the kit would look like wielding its iconic mace and the 2 additional knives attached on it. The last weapon that we will be talking about is the smoothbore gun. So as you can see here, the handle can be flipped like this, and it can also be flipped in that direction, and this part can also be pulled out and retracted back. This also has that scope, and you have to put that green sticker in it so that it may look like that it has a clear scope. And the cannon or the barrel is on this side, and in order for you to deploy that, you have to pull this, so like that. Then when you pull that, just turn it on the other side like that. Then after you have done that, just pull it back inside. And this part also, so there, can be adjusted. And here is how the kit would look like when the gun is deployed. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the smoothbore gun because for me the Gundam Barbatos is a heavy melee type of Gundam. When not in use, 2 of the Gundam's weapons can be stored on its backpack. And for me, this feature is something that is really nice, since you won't be having any problems when where to store it when you're not using it. So for my verdict on this kit, for me, I highly suggest that you get yourself a copy of this kit, since this is one impressive Gunpla model. Its articulations are beyond what is expected, and the number of accessories is just right. All of the parts that is lacking in the no-grade version has been really addressed by this kit. So before I end this video, I would just like to make a huge shout out to Sam's Model Kits, where I bought this kit. They are a well-known hobby shop here in the Philippines, and they offer model kits at a very reasonable price. They offer premium Bandai kits in addition to the normal Gunpla releases, and they also offer other lines such as Zoids, Star Wars, Transformers, and many more. So there's a link down there in the description, so do check them out, guys. And that's all for the review. If you have liked this content, please do leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button for more model kit or toy reviews. I will be seeing you guys again on the next review. See ya!